Wrong language. Wasted a year. No job offers. Here are 7 you shouldn't bet on in 2026. PHP. PHP isn't dead. That's the thing that makes this one tricky. It still powers nearly 80% of the web. WordPress. Laravel. A ton of e-commerce backends. The language itself is fine. The problem is those systems were mostly built years ago. And the people maintaining them? Seniors with 5, 8, 10 years of experience. They're not leaving. So when a junior PHP role opens up, those same seniors apply for it too. Because the pay is still decent and the work is familiar. You're new. You don't have the portfolio. You don't have the reps. You're competing against people who've been doing this since before you started. It's not a fair fight, and it doesn't have to be. If you pick a stack where the junior market is actually open. Perl. Perl was genuinely dominant for a long time. Scripting, text processing, automation, web backends in the early 2000s. If you learned programming back then, Perl was probably one of the first things you touched. Then Python came along and did everything Perl did. But the code was actually readable. Perl has this reputation for being write only. You write it. And then even you can't read it back. Go search Perl developer on any job board right now. What you'll find is almost entirely legacy maintenance roles, old systems that companies haven't had the budget to migrate yet. There's no greenfield Perl, no startups picking it up. The market made its choice a long time ago. HTML and CSS. Everyone starts here, and yeah, you have to, but a lot of people stop here, thinking it's enough to land a job. It's not. A CV with just HTML and CSS gets skimmed in 2 seconds flat. Not because you're bad, but because that's the bare minimum. It's like applying for an accounting job and putting, "I know how to use a computer," on your resume. Real front-end jobs want JavaScript. They want React, Vue, or at least something that actually runs logic. A lot of them want TypeScript now too. HTML and CSS are the foundation. But you wouldn't brag about knowing the alphabet, right? Objective-C. If iOS development is your goal, good call. It's a solid path, but Objective-C is not how you get there anymore. Apple released Swift in 2014. That's over 10 years ago. Every new iOS app is written in Swift. Swift UI has basically replaced the old way of building interfaces entirely. Objective-C today only exists in legacy codebases that teams are too scared to rewrite, the kind where everyone's motto is, "If it ain't broke, don't touch it." Go into an iOS interview without Swift and it's over before it starts. They're not going to train you on Swift when they can just hire someone who already knows it. Don't waste time going backwards. Haskell. This one's a bit different because the people who learn Haskell are usually genuinely curious and serious about programming. And Haskell will change how you think. That part is real. The functional programming concepts you pick up will make you better in any language. But here's where it becomes a trap. You're learning, you're progressing, you feel like you're getting sharper, and you are. The problem is that when you go to convert that into a job, the market just isn't there. The number of companies running Haskell in production is tiny. Most of them are niche fintech firms, usually hiring senior engineers with very specific backgrounds. It's the kind of skill that impresses people at meetups and does nothing on your resume. Learn it to expand your thinking, but if you're trying to get hired in the next 6 to 12 months, this is not the investment to make. Cobalt. Cobalt turns 67 this year and it's still running. Major US bank systems, government infrastructure, insurance backends, billions of dollars in transactions flow through Cobalt every single day. And because almost nobody learns it anymore, the salaries are surprisingly solid. So why is it on this list? Because it's a one-way door. Once you're in that world, you're in it. The tech doesn't evolve. The skills don't transfer. No startup is going to hire you. No modern tech company has Cobalt in their stack. And the career ceiling is basically just, keep maintaining this system until it gets migrated or you retire. It's stable, but it's a dead end. And for most people early in their career, stability without growth is just a slow version of being stuck. ActionScript. ActionScript powered Flash. And if you grew up on browser games and interactive animations in the 2000s, you know how big Flash was. It felt like the future of the web at one point. Adobe killed it in 2020. Not deprecated, not legacy, no major browser runs it. No platform supports it, no company ships it. The entire ecosystem just stopped existing. Learning ActionScript in 2026 is learning a language for a world that's gone. If the reason you're drawn to it is the creative side, that space is more alive than ever. JavaScript, WebGL, Canvas API, way more powerful than Flash ever was. And actually runs everywhere. None of these are bad languages, most of them were great at some point. They're just not where the market is right now. And your time isn't unlimited. Picking the right thing to learn doesn't guarantee you a job, but picking the wrong thing almost guarantees you'll lose months finding that out the hard way.